everyone, welcome to Move Well, Live Well. We get a number of people coming in here with issues regarding their hip and even in their low back. And what's happening with these folks, what we're finding, is they have weakness in the glute medius muscle. Now, what is the glute medius muscle? Now, the glute medius muscle is a muscle that lies just underneath the glute maximus muscle, and it helps to stabilize the hip. One of the tests to find out if you have a weak glute medius is the Trendelenburg Test. The Trendelenburg Test is this. So, if I were to stand on my left leg, my left foot here, and to stand just like this, the glute medius has to engage to keep my pelvis stable. See, it stabilizes the hip and the pelvis. Now, a positive Trendelenburg sign would be this. If I were to stand on one foot like this, and then this hip drops. I don't know if you can see that. You see that? So if I stand on one leg like this, and then this hip drops like this, that's a positive Trendelenburg, and we know that that is weak. Let's face it, we sit way too long. And what happens as you sit, your stabilizer muscles of your hip just disengage altogether, because why? The chair is what's supporting you. So these guys become weak. So if it's on the right side, if I were to stand on my right and my left hip drops, that would be a positive Trendelenburg on the right. So right, left drops. I know that this side is weak. So how do you fix that? How do you engage those glute medius muscles in a way so that way it helps stabilize the hip? That way the muscles of the low back and the other muscles within the hip complex themselves can engage properly, so that way you don't have hip pain or low back pain. Well, one thing you can do to start off is to do those exercises in through here. So you get yourself on a step. This could be in your house or whatever, and make sure you're holding on to something that's stable to hold on to, and then you allow this to drop. See, now I'm working my left side. See, I'm standing on my left, so I'm working my left glute medius. So I'm letting the right hip drop, and I'm using this for support just so I don't fall, and I bring that back up. See that? And you can feel this engage on the left side. Boom. Boom. You see that? So do 2 to 3 sets, about 15 repetitions, and you can really feel that engaging through there. So that's something you can start off with. It's really, really easy to do. You have a step and something to hold on to. Again, you're not holding on to for, as you get better and better, you get to a point where you don't have to use support. So as you get better and better, you don't have to use support here. You let that drop. And it'll help engage that glute medius without using the support. Another advanced, a little bit more advanced exercise to help engage that glute medius would be a side plank. Now, a side plank, you want to start on your side. So I usually like to have this one on the bottom here, and this one's a trailing leg in the back. So the glute medius I'm working on here would be the bottom glute medius. So this would be my right. I have my arm just like this, and all you're doing is allowing you to plank here, just like this. You'll even feel your obliques engaged. This is a great oblique exercise as well, which is an often neglected muscle group when it comes to the abdominals. We do a lot of crunches and those types of things. We're seated for long periods of time. Your abdominals get tight. This is an often neglected and weak muscle group, the obliques, simply because, again, we sit way too long, and then again, by having those strengthened in through there, it'll help protect the low back and stabilize the hip. So, here we are. Boom. Boom. Got that? So, those are 2 easy exercises to help facilitate better stability for your hip, better stability and strength in and around the hip, and also help with the low back if you have low back issues as well. Again, check if you have a weak glute medius by doing the Trendelenburg. See if you have a positive Trendelenburg sign. If you do, if you're starting to waver just a little bit with standing on one foot, and it's difficult to do, even though you may not have a quote true positive Trendelenburg sign, if you feel like you're unstable standing on one foot like that, it's a good indication that that glute medius is weak. So add these exercises into your repertoire of in your workouts, and you'll find that your hip stability, your abdominals, as well as your low back strength will start to increase, and thereby your other exercises will benefit from it as well. Anyway, if you have any questions with this video, drop them off in the comment section below. We thank you for watching. We appreciate it. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. So that way it keeps you posted as to what's going on here at Move Well, Live Well. And when you hit subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notifications button. So that way it helps keep you in the loop. And also, give it a thumbs up. Give us a like. It lets us know you care. And obviously share this with others so that way they can benefit from these videos as well. Anyway, we thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.